We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California, the home of the Warriors, live on 2K Sports with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. Today's game continues this Golden State Warriors homestand. Well, they're entering a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, facing off guys against some of the lower-ranked teams in the league, and we'll see if they're able to take advantage and pad their win total.
Yeah, this is a great team, and I wouldn't put it past them to continue to play at a very high level. I mean, that's the makeup of the squad. You know, they've got great character, tremendous talent, and obviously very well coached. They very well could continue to play this kind of basketball throughout the course of the season.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, the Warriors are the ultimate super team, and their presence has set off an arms race. Now, for those teams in the middle of the pack, a Cinderella run has never been more of a long shot. The question becomes, when is pretty good not nearly good enough for both fans and ownership? Back to you.
Well, DA hitting the reset button can be a painful process. Early on, just watching certain veteran players, Doris, continuing to play at a high level after so many years.
And what you love is the great ones seem to adjust their games along the way, and not only adjust their games, but add dimensions, whether it's being able to go down into the low post position if you're a point guard, a two guard, or even a three-man. But the other part of this, Kevin, is the off-the-court stuff. The better nutrition that these guys are being much smarter about, the strength and conditioning programs they're putting themselves through in the offseason. All of that raises the level in the NBA.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Anderson at the small forward and Jackson at the 4. Garrett Temple is out there with Conley, and it's Gasol at center. Now here's Thompson. Kicks it out to Jones. Jackson against Durant. Over Jackson. Good on the 13-footer. Durant's got the opening field goal of the game for the Warriors.
Well, listen, you do the best you can to make Kevin Durant take tough shots. But this guy, lightning quick release, unbelievable shooter, so hard to guard him.
Anderson up top, defended by Durant. Here's Gasol, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, the defense better take notice because you can't let guys get comfy shooting from their spots.
That one drops for him.
Well, he's a guy that can adapt and adjust to any defense he's up against. It's really something to watch.
At the elbow, it's Jackson. No good that time. The Warriors go the other way with it. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
You take nothing for granted. These teams are very familiar with one another, and we expect a close contest.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Anderson against Durant. And Anderson kicks to Gasol. Trains the three-pointer. Gasol's got his second bucket tonight.
I think one thing you think about when you talk about Steve Kerr is how much he has relished having an opportunity to coach an amazing collection of talent. He knows more perhaps than most that great players are required to be successful. That doesn't mean it's an easy job. You've got to manage expectations year after year.
He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
Curry kicks to Green. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Curry gets the bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here is Conley. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
And Green slams it in.
How about about the burst from Draymond Green? Boy, he gets a step and delivers.
Conley, the pass to Temple. Conley scanning the floor. And the three off target. Warriors leading by 4. Back to Green. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
I don't think the defense is much of a factor there. He just botches the finish.
Conley against Curry. Conley finds Anderson. And that one falls coming off Conley's feed. Anderson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, and Conley just makes the game fun. Able to shoot, but focused on also facilitating for teammates.
Back to Curry. Pass to Thompson. Fires from deep. Another 3 for Golden State.
You see, you've got to stay tight and contest Klay Thompson as much as humanly possible. You give him an inch and forget about it.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, I just thought their energy was lacking defensively. Just gave up way too many easy shots.
And when the defense isn't there, Greg, you really open up the floodgates for the other team. They didn't have any heart.
Different look here for the Warriors. Bell, checked in for Damian Jones. Looney comes in for Green. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Cook subbed in for Curry. Now here's Matt. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
Boy, and defensively, he had them off balance. He was able to come away with 4 steals.
And it's Cook with the ball for Golden State. They lead by 4. Doris with Jordan Bell comes a highlight reel dunk waiting to happen.
You never know what could happen in transition with the tremendously athletic Jordan Bell. This guy's a high flyer, big-time fan favorite, and I love that despite the flash in his game, this guy is a grounded, high-character individual.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. And Mack kicks to Round. And it's Brooks at the elbow. Shoots over Livingston. Passes it to Selden. Shoots the 3. Connects from three-point range. Selden's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Right side Durant. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Brooks with it. 17 points for him last game against Phoenix. Now Mack, 11 feet away. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Now here's Durant. Defense right on him. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Well, it's the size that Livingston presents at the point guard spot that's so unique. This guy is terrific, finding the open man.
Here's Selden, defended by Durant. Selden kicks to Mack. Over Cook. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Golden State Warriors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. Kevin Durant talked about his teammates and about the Warriors roster, the envy of every team in the league.
I like our depth. I like that we could play, we can play big, we can play small. We can match up with a lot of different teams. And it's just a matter of us going out there and playing consistent basketball. It's easier said than done. But we like where we are right now. We just got to continue to keep getting better.
You know, Greg, KD has a lot of help with his team.
And that's why he signed with the Warriors. But even with all their talent, you can bet Durant is going to be leading the charge.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Listen, early on taking the league, I just like their approach offensively.
I think their play calling has been exceptional. They've played with purpose, and they've played with aggressiveness.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Cook out there with Livingston. Then there's Iguodala. Then there's Bell. And it's Looney in at the 4. Clock at 2. Mack. Good.
Obviously, he's not the top priority for the defense in those situations. It results in an open 3.
Cook, the pass to Looney. Back to Cook. Iguodala outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a 3 on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That'll be his second foul of the game. Rab kicks to Mack. Locker room presence, one of the aspects that gets overlooked by fans, but Doris, not by coaches. And there are some players who have that presence.
You know what, Kevin? And this can take the shape of a lot of different things. So one guy that comes to mind is Sean Livingston. Always calm, always about team. Thaddeus Young is not a name necessarily that is at the top of every best player list, but anyone who's ever coached Thad Young believes in his ability to affect positively a locker room. Then you have those guys who maybe are going to challenge you a little bit more, but ultimately are good for the team. And I would cite Draymond Green, who will call out a teammate if necessary, push them to greater heights. You need both kinds, I think, Kevin, in your locker room.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. Now here's Iguodala. Shot clock at 6. Mike Conley grabs the miss. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Grizzlies. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points.
Well, listen, there's no one around him, and he says, thank you very much. Wide open look at 3, as easy as that.
Here's Curry after Memphis gets the 3. Here's Thompson. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
Conley against Curry. Conley finds Gasol over Green, and they're unable to get the tying basket there. The Warriors leading. The pass to Curry. That one's not going to go. Good work defensively by Conley. Here's Zeldin. He's covered by Iguodala. Outside Conley. Pass to Gasol. Back to Conley. Fires for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Golden State's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight.
And you got to love just how smart of a point guard Mike Conley is. You never get the sense he is forcing anything with the ball and keeps it moving around to his teammates. Very aware of his spacing and the spacing of others while running that offense.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And Conley, who is so good with space and timing on offense, seems to always find a way to score inside.
I mean, he has that great floater to lean on for scoring, and the only thing you want from Conley is help. Has had a few too many injuries to ignore the last few seasons. This team is so visibly better when he is healthy and on the floor.
And the Warriors with some changes. Damian Jones comes in for Jerebko. And Durant subbed in for Andre Iguodala. Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Anderson comes in for Wayne Selden. Now here's Anderson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Phoenix. Here's Gasol. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Well, he's taking a lot of pressure off the other players right now with how well he's shooting it.
Curry dishes to Thompson. Over Temple. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down to a single point after the basket from Klay Thompson.
Can we give Klay Thompson some credit here? There's a number of ways to score off the pick and roll, and he's got every one at his disposal.
Here's Temple. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Conley's shot is off.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Curry's shot is good.
There's just a nuance and an understanding to what Steph Curry does. How good is this guy at finding the spot he's looking for?
Outside Gasol. And Jones sends it back. On the wing, Thompson. He has 7. Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And now a 4-point Warrior lead.
Well, it's incredible to see the touch on the teardrop that Steph Curry brings to the table. And it takes a kind of precision and knowledge to make that shot.
Releases, and the Warriors tack on 2 more. 55 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Curry against Conley. He kicks it to Anderson. And they double up Gasol. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You too.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Back to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Over Green. And again, Memphis no good. And it's the Warriors' ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Off target from 3-point range. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Inside, here's Gasol. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Jones. Durant, the pass to Jones. High post try. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. Me, I'm just Ernie. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. Well, for Golden State, Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, I like that they're aggressively going to the rack. That establishes an attitude, a certain toughness. They just need to stay committed to their game plan.
Shaq, your take on Memphis.
Well, they need to turn the heat up on D. Too often we saw them back on their heels, not dictating the pace. They allowed a shooting percentage in the high 50s. Remind me of my free throw percentage, the high 50s. Come on, guys.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
We welcome you back to the beautiful Bay Area with the lights of Oakland illuminating the evening. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I mean, he was prolific in that first half. You know it's coming, but it's just so tough to stop.
And this is what he does, right, Greg? He's out there to score the basketball, and throughout that first half, he dominated.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession.
You know, in this era of the Golden State Warriors, it's easy to forget the lean years. Prior to this 6-year run, guys, the last time they had made it to the playoffs 4 consecutive seasons, 1952.
So on the floor for Memphis. Jackson down low with Gasol. Conley out there with Garrett Temple. And it's Anderson in at small forward. Here's Thompson following the score by Memphis. And Doris, the Warriors' 6-year playoff run, tying their record set in the first 6 years of the franchise's existence.
That's when they were playing back in Philadelphia. And just to give you a little more context, only 3 of those seasons did they have a winning record. Make no mistake, this is the golden era of Warriors basketball.
And Marc Gasol, a force on both ends of the floor. You forget, Greg, that he's won a Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, Gasol doesn't really wow you on defense with what he does. I mean, he gets blocks, but it's really his positioning and his rotations are what make him so great. Always involved in plays, and he just seems to be able to protect the rim and a terrific team defender.
Roof shot.
First free throw is good. Doors are seeing a lot of movement on the offensive side of the ball, a lot of screening, a lot of movement, obviously, without the ball. Does that require more awareness, not only on the offensive side to make those moves, but also defensively?
No, I don't think there's any question about it. One of the most important things you can do if you're an excellent defensive team is you start with communication. So as that action starts, the movement and the screening, are the teammates talking? Screen coming right, screen coming left. Do we want to trap the screen? Do we want to make sure the ball gets out of a certain player's hands? Communication in this day and age against motion offenses has got to be at the top of the list defensively.
Well said.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist. Klay Thompson, such a perfect fit on the Warriors. A versatile defender, can score playing off the ball, and just plays the game the right way.
That free throw good from Thompson. And is there any doubt Klay Thompson could go to another team and average 30 points a game as the main offensive weapon?
Yeah, but he's not an attention seeker, and that's just not his personality. He knows it's more fun to play for a winner.
Now here's Conley. Here's Anderson. Lays it up off the glass. Anderson's got 5 points so far.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Curry kicks to Durant. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Curry outside. Rebounded by Temple. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's Conley, and the rejection by Curry.
Well, stepping up his game on the defensive end, Steph Curry reads the play and sends it back.
And Green gets it to go. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Memphis. Now a timeout called by Memphis. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Different look here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Jones. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Cook subbed in for Curry. Then for the Grizzlies, Yvonne Rabs checked in for Jackson. Caspi comes in for Kyle Anderson. And Wayne Zeldin subbed in for Garrett Temple.
Really like the energy I'm seeing from this offense. 3 for 4 to open the third.
Outside, Green. Kicks it to Iguodala. Pass to Cook. Now here's Green. Covered by Conley. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Pass to Caspi. Back to Conley. A steal. And here we go with Cook heading to the hoop. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. We've got a moment now to check out how the points have been divided between the starters and the bench for the Warriors. The Warriors have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
That's good from Cook. Bell, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Then for the Grizzlies, Brooks comes in for Marc Gasol. And Max subbed in for Mike Conley. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Now the pass to Rab. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Taking a look at some numbers for Mac. How he did last season. Last season, put up about 7 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, this is a guy who brings a solid skill set. Excellent ball handler, high level of playmaking, the perfect backup point.
Here's Livingston. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Memphis has gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. And Sean Livingston, one of the most unique players in the league, Greg.
6'7" point guard who excels hitting turnaround jumpers in the post. A bouncy finisher around the rim, a versatile defender, and really a cagey playmaker. No one else like him in our league.
Clock at 6. Free throw line jump shot. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Livingston's got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors. To the middle, deflects the pass. Brooks kicks to Mack. Here's Zeldin. He's covered by Iguodala. Pulls up. But he gets it back. Pass to Rab. Brooks outside. Here's Zeldin. He has 6. That shot off. Good defense by Iguodala.
I'll tell you, his inconsistency not helping their cause at all.
Cook kicks to Iguodala. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. And that one drops for him.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Andre Iguodala had some versatility coming into the league, but Doris, he's now developed into the ultimate chameleon.
Well, Steve Kerr calls Andre Iguodala maybe the smartest player he's ever coached. And think about since he's entered the league, he's become stronger and a more consistent shooter. He understands exactly what the team needs moment to moment. This guy's completely unselfish, makes the right plays. I mean, this guy is a perfect player for any system.
The free throw drops for Iguodala.
Well, the veteran leadership, the unselfish attitude, and the versatility of Andre Iguodala, to me, this guy is excellent at whatever is asked of him.
Now here's Matt. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. In the corner, Cook with it. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Cook's got 4 points this quarter.
Just relentless. Really impressed with how they've been able to maintain that focus.
I think it's obvious, Greg. They want this win. They're showing no let-up in their attack right now.
Here is Caspi. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Zeldin kicks to Brooks. Some nice passing there by Memphis to the inside. And Memphis with another turnover here. And some changes here for the Warriors. Jones checked in for Iguodala. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Quinn Cook. And Memphis also making a switch. Jackson, he's checked in for Wayne Zeldin. Here's Golden State now. They're on a 14-4 run. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Livingston. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
Pass to Caspi. Brooks from outside. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Golden State Warriors up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why, Greg, great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Warriors leading by 12. Thompson and Durant fill out the perimeter. Jones is out there with Looney, and it's Curry in at the 1. That's the Warriors' 5.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
Anderson with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Brooks misses. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game.
Well, I think the defense took that possession off. I'm pretty sure he won't miss next time.
On the wing, Jackson. Basket good. Jackson's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Grizzlies. Golden State's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land, 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Curry finds Durant. Brooks grabs the board. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Anderson passes to Matt. Down low, here's Jackson, and Jones sends it back. Down low, Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
I'll tell you guys, the explosiveness. Once Klay Thompson finds his rhythm, look out.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And you think about how the Warriors attracted Kevin Durant to the team and all these all-stars coexisting. It doesn't always work like that, does it?
No, and I give a lot of credit to Steph Curry, a 2-time league MVP, but he never lets his ego get the best of him. His good-natured calm and sense of serenity kind of set the tone and maybe balance a bit of what Draymond brings to the locker room.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Then for the Grizzlies, Marcus All's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Conley in for Mack. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
All right, David, thanks. So it's the Warriors now. The Grizzlies making the shot. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Just 5 on the clock. It's Curry outside.
Yeah, not a lot of success for them from three-point range here in the second half.
Here's Temple. He's covered by Thompson. Passes it to Gasol. Anderson outside. Here's Temple. To the paint. Here's Jackson. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
I'll tell you, the feed puts him in prime position to convert. The assist was where it needed to be.
Curry kicks to Durant. Back to Curry from deep three-point range. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Temple. He's covered by Thompson. Anderson against Durant. A wide open look for Gasol. And the 3 off target. Warriors leading by 8. There's the lob to the hoop. And Jones slams it home.
I think unselfish is a word that applies beautifully to Draymond Green. He's so good at sharing the basketball.
Curry against Conley. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, former 4th overall draft pick. Conley took a while to develop physically, but the mental parts have always been there.
And Conley drops them both.
Boy, just never a good idea to give this guy too many chances at the line. He's going to cash in.
Curry finds Thompson. There's the pass to Durant. "13 feet away." The shot off that time, and it's Memphis the other way. Outside Conley. Shoots over Curry, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. 9 points for Conley.
And that's his go-to move right there in the low post.
Pass to Thompson. Over Temple, and there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Curry. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one. 1:51 left here in the 4th quarter. Outside Conley. He kicks it to Gasol. Pass to Temple. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now here's Curry. The drive by Green. Some solid defense there from Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Here's Temple. Kicks it to Gasol. Passes it to Conley. Gasol against Jones. Gasol, no good. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Curry looking around. To the inside. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
Now here's Anderson. The pass to Temple. Down low. The kick out to Anderson. And it's off from 3-point range. Durant, the pass to Curry. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Stephen, big win here at home. How important is that momentum from playing a game like tonight?
We just needed to win tonight. I mean, that was big for our morale in our locker room. And, we got a practice day tomorrow to watch the film and keep getting better. It does feel good to win, but we do have another tough game coming in. So we'll be ready and hopefully protect home court again.
Well, we'll see if we can build on this win tonight. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.